Hey guys, Rob Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here, and today we're back with another app review, which is Wizdom. Now, before we jump into that, I'd love it so much if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe on this video to this channel, as it really helps out the channel. So without further ado, let's jump into the app review. So Wizdom is yet another book summary app. So much like Kuba and Blinkist and 12 Minute before it, this one is very much along the same lines. So, what does it do different? How good is the user face? What does it cost per month, per year? Well, let's have a look now at the app itself and answer some of those questions, and then take a little bit more of a look at it afterwards. So, starting up Wizdom, it opens pretty quick. So here we've got some little audios that it's chosen for me here that you can have a look through. Now, a lot of them are pretty new releases as well, so that's pretty cool that they've got some up-to-date ones. Then you have challenges. So you've got a communication challenge, productivity, success, wealth, health, love and sex, everything that you could possibly want from it. New releases that they've got. And then they've got some of their original shows. So let's have a look at that. We've got one on Chernobyl, Berlin Wall, Illuminati, and a few others as well. Some of the top books that people have been looking at, top courses that they've got, top podcast insights. So this one actually has a lot of podcasts and stuff as well attached to it. Some of the self-help and productivity ones, business and leadership, health and fitness, personalities, and a lot of genres. So then you can go over to the community tab. So you've got the Wizdom Club, where you can go into little group sessions and stuff, but you've got what people are listening to right at this moment. You've got their original shows again, original concepts as well. So those are little things that they've made up themselves, and their MBA series for business as well. Then, so this one in the middle here is what you're currently listening to. So if I put the volume up for that one.
It's distracting, but it has its benefits. So, how do you decide on using social media? Newport shares a few methods in which you can go about this. 1. Any benefit.
So with this as well, you'll notice there are sound effects in some of the audios as well. Whether that's to alert you that they're about to start a list, or little sound effects in the background. I noticed on this one they said something about while being distracted they had a whole lot of road noise, office noise and stuff going on. So the audios are very good quality. And you can once again choose your speed through here. You can go to the next lesson through here. Ahead 5 seconds, back 5 seconds, all very easy. Then you can mark that book as complete down here. So I can unmark it as complete or mark it as complete. Now here we go to the listen where we're at.
Lesson 8.
Or we can go straight to the text. Now you've got a thing here to buy it on Amazon or share it with a friend as well. Now the feed, something pretty unique to this one. You've got little snippets of information, like a little Instagram story of something to do with self-help here. Then as you go through and complete that, you'll notice a little light bulb happening up the top there. Now you can share that, heart that. Now, improving your idea flow, why we set unobtainable goals, and the list goes on with all of their things. So here you can bookmark it too. We'll bookmark that one, and I'll show you why in a second. Now here we can go to the source of it, which will just take us to a bit of a blog that they've got, or the blog that they've got most of the ideas from for this. So in Explore, we can look up titles off as the topics. We can go to me. So here's the books that I've gone through, any notes that I've looked at during the text or made during the text, and anything that I've bookmarked, like this little one here. Then you've got all your settings, and so then exploring, we can go through all the different categories that we want. So science, let's say productivity, and have a look at all the things available for that. So not just the books, but the podcasts, and anything else as well to do with productivity. And really that's it. It's very, very straightforward, very easy to use. Once again, they don't have the exact covers. They're a little bit more presentable than the last app I rated. Now, going into the challenges, you've got day 1, Talk Like TED. So you can go through that book and that'll mark that off. I mean, you can also just go straight to day 2 if you want to. So I like that these apps are starting to gather these similar sort of books, put them into a challenge, and get you starting to use them for what they're for. So here it shows you too what you will elevate or what you will accomplish from it. So productivity, time management, increased focus, habit formation, and attention to detail if you complete this challenge. So it is full of a lot more books, a lot more podcasts that they've taken the juicy bits out of, and more. So you can go through your feed and have a look. So you can share that with people, like it. No, I can't share it because I haven't got any friends on here. Woe is me. But yeah, a very robust, easy to use app, high quality, once again. So let's get back to the review and see what else we have to say about Wizdom. So that's Wizdom. Now, I think the app is very, very competent. It's very much along the similar lines as a lot of the rest of them. The user face is very easy to use. So it's easy to use. Its usability is great. So it gets points there. At every time you know where you are on the app. And it's easy to go to and from each section, each book, each genre, each challenge at will. Now, the quality of the audiobooks is also very good. You can change the tempo and the speed of each audio that they have. The only thing there is that you can't go backwards through it. So if you go to 1.5 and that's too quick, you can't go back to 1.25. You've got to go all the way back through, which, you know, if you're driving, might not be such a good thing. Now, another thing there too is that this app does stream the books rather than download them to your phone. Now, that isn't too bad normally, but I did find so coming from where I am at home, then leaving home, walking to work, and coming in and out of the Wi-Fi connection, it does tend to cut that. So it doesn't stream far enough ahead of itself that it's got a bit of a buffer there. It seems to be streaming and going straight from that. So when you leave that connection, it cuts. And then it seems to disrupt the app a little bit as well. So it's very hard to actually get it back to running again from where you were. There were times where I've had to actually turn the whole app off, like go through, turn everything off and go back into the app to get it up and running again from where I was. But it does go back to right where you left off. So if you're driving, it's a bit of an issue, but if you're just walking, it's an inconvenience. But in that too, I love the little page turn thing to tell you that it's going on to a new topic or a new chapter from that book. It's just something very handy, very easy to let you know that you're on to the next chapter, page, whatever you want to call it. If you choose to read the book, the text is also very easy on the eyes. Yeah, not a lot of garbage or anything that's hard to read in there either in these summaries. So it's very accessible to just about anyone. And so the price. Here you're looking at about $130 a year, or about $2 a week. Now when you put it into the $2 a week perspective, but they do charge you just that one $29.99 per year, it makes it very reasonable that you can have access to so many book summaries and so many of the newer, later, bigger sort of titles as well. The selection in this is great. I loved going through. You know, you'd walk through a bookstore and you'd see this book up here on the shelf in its prime position. And then you come back to this app and it's there already. There's a summary there for you. You can summarize that whole book in about 10 minutes or so. So that's another thing too, is that it is nice and short and sweet. Kuba went on a little bit too long. This one hits it just right, I think. And also too, the challenges. Much like Kuba, this one has challenges. So these challenges don't come with any sort of little test or anything like that, but they're there. They group all of those similar sort of titles together so that you can find them easily and work through them like a challenge. So all up, I think Wizdom is pretty good. A few little minor inconveniences, such with the Wi-Fi and the streaming bit, and there's no option to download the books onto your phone. But all up, hell, I'm willing to give it a 7 as well. I put it pretty well on par with Kuba in that regard. The little tests and challenges that Kuba has on this would have been nice, but the amount of books and the amount of content on Wizdom more than makes up for that, I think. But anyway guys, what do you think of Wizdom? Have you used it? Would you use it? But anyway guys, as always, I'm Rob Murphy and I'll see you in the next video.